All right. Hey, we're here. It's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet more. What do we got here? We got Pillars of Eternity for a Monday. What is going on, everybody? I kind of feel like, yeah, maybe that's a little bit better. I think it is. All right. So, happy Monday all. Thanks to everybody who was here for the finale of Pillars of Eternity. I feel like it's the finale. So what was that, Wednesday? Wednesday, I got to the final battle with Theos, and then I had to end the stream because time was up. I had to go pick up my kids from school. So, so it's been a few days now, but we are ready to go. It's not clickbait, Allbrand. It is the grand finale of the game, at least as far as I know. What's up, Goat? Ah, yes, we have chosen the next game for the stream. It's going to be Outer Wilds. Goat recommended it, sold me on it, so here we go. As soon as we're done with this here, what's up, YH? We've got Astrid Arcane. How's it going? Dewatch is here too. Wanders in the house. He says, after the final fight, watch the opening trailer for the sequel. It'll tell you about going mad and schizophrenic as a watcher if you'll go insane. Oh, okay, that sounds fun. So where's this going to load me in? Ah! Whoa! Whoa! Right? Oh, wow. Right here. Okay. Ah! All right, hold on. Hold on a second. Are we, like, rested and stuff? We appear to be fairly rested. My chanter is chanting. Good. Okay. So, just a quick recap of what's going on in this game, all right? So, we are in a fantasy land ruled by 4 different gods, okay? And, you know, people are like priests of different gods and stuff. And right here is a priest to one of the gods. His name is Durance. He can call down pillars of fire. He can heal people. He can do all sorts of great stuff. We've got a paladin who calls on a different god. We've got ourselves, following
your lead,
a chanter who worships a different god, okay? So the big reveal in this game is the fact that the 4 gods were not always on this land. They were created by the progenitor race people called the Angwithans. So the Angwithans, like a couple thousand years ago, were like, hey, so there are no gods in this land. Okay? So everybody just kind of makes up their own god. There's like 1,000 different gods that people worship. It's just people making their own gods to justify whatever they want to do. So the Angwithans are like, we're going to create 4 different gods related to different aspects of the human psyche and emotion. Okay? And there will be sub-gods beneath them, and it's going to be cool. And then that way it'll be less chaotic. There won't be 1,000 gods. There will be 4, right? So they do this, but then they want to keep it secret because they feel like if people know these are created gods, they're going to freak the heck out. So they keep it secret, but this one person 2,000 years ago was like, oh, I was in a temple of the Angwithans and I heard them talking about it through a door. Holy shit. The gods aren't real. So, yes, thank you, Dewatch. 6 randoms versus 3 chosen champions of Woodaka. Right. Anyway, it's fewer than 1,000 gods at this point. So, this gets revealed to us in today times, and everybody in my party's like, mind blown, what the hell? The gods aren't real, my entire worldview is destroyed. And I'm like, all right, look. Can you, in fact, call down pillars of fire from the sky to kill your enemies? Yes. Can you heal your friends with the magic from Magran? Uh-huh. You sure can. Can the paladin raise people from the literal dead using these magic powers bestowed by the gods? You can. What's different? Nothing's different here. Like, I don't understand why this is such a huge plot point. I mean, I get... I was talking about this with my kids, actually, and my daughter was like, well, they don't have any other religious systems to compare to, right? They don't have anything else. This is just all they've ever known and all they've ever heard about. So any change to the system from what they've been taught and what they believed their whole lives is going to throw them into chaos. And I was like, that's a fair point. I hear that. But man, it's just like, I just don't care. No, I just told my kids about the plot in the game, YH. Because I had to have someone to talk to about it when I was picking them up from school. And that's who I talked to. So I don't know. I just don't care. Like, it's this big reveal. The gods aren't real. I'm like, yeah, they are. They are as real as they ever were. They have magic powers. You can talk to them. They are more real than any god in our world. And I just feeling like you've been tricked is just dumb. I just disagree. What's up, Drew? Happy Monday, man. So this is Theos. The other part of the story is this dude right here. So this world also has reincarnation. Everybody knows that when you die, your soul gets recycled back through the world and born into another body. You don't remember your previous lives unless you get awakened and you can remember your past lives. And then you kind of start going a little bit insane, remembering your past lives and what you've done. Watchers in particular are awakened and can talk to past spirits, and they have a ton of lives, and they'll go insane with all of the memories and all of the emotions from past lives. So that's you. We're trying to figure this out. So Theos, he's special because when he gets reincarnated into the world, he remembers everything he did before. So he's just like power for power's sake at this point. He just wants power. Woodica, one of the gods, is like, Woodica, I rock. I want more power. Theos can help me get more power. I'm going to bless Theos with the power of Woodica, and he will be unstoppable. So that's what this is. This is a Woodica headsman. Also another Woodica headsman. I don't think there are more of these. It looks like there's just the two. Right? So that Theos needs to be stopped. He's basically empowering Woodica. There's this whole thing going on in the land right now where Woodica's like, hey, Theos, use old Engwithan machines that can manipulate souls in ways we don't understand to suck the souls out of newborn babies here so that I can eat them and be strong. So Woodica's trying to eat baby souls. Sure, man. That's rad. And Theos is like, I'm down for it. Let's go. So basically, Theos, after we were talking to him earlier, and he's like, are you mad about the baby souls thing? I've done like 4,000 things worse than that. What are you talking about? Like, this is nothing. And it's like, oh boy. Like, you probably have to be stopped at some level. Yeah, see, Dwatch is listing the different gods. Wonderful. Drew's having a good Monday. Don't go to work source on a Monday. Noted. Although, man, I don't know if like a work placement place being super busy is a good sign for the economy or not. In fact, it's definitely not a good sign for the economy. That's concerning, Drew. Anyway. Yes, I'm following the plot. So, got on my plot here, a priest. He's been awakened. He's an elven priest who remembers his previous life as a dwarf, a female dwarf. So, she's coming out sometimes, but I don't know. I never finished that, I guess. Kana's a historian who's trying to, like, unite all the different four gods together and their belief systems in some way. Eder was a follower of one of the gods. And his brother, there's a whole thing with his brother dying in battle in a religious war. I'm a random paladin who's a watcher now. Durance is a priest of Magrin. And then Grieving Mother here, I don't know, she probably has some kind of relationship to gods too, but I didn't really get through her story either. So, that's exciting. So, how do we want to fight this?
Following your lead.
Chanter probably wants to be over here somewhere. Doesn't want to be, you know, no tanking. You tank him, and then Eder can tank him. I think our two tanks can handle the tanking. Problem is, Theos. Let's see. He's got resistances to all sorts of stuff. He's got question marks defenses on the other stuff. Is he going to try to punch us, or is he going to stand there and cast spells? I don't know. Ah, that sucks. A lot of people applying for cashier jobs. And one elderly woman who worked for Rite Aid. She got laid off from Rite Aid? Yeah, that sucks, Drew. It's not good out there. Okay, so...
Yeah.
For testing's sake, you go attack him. Here. Fucking Flames of Devotion. Whoopam! Hit him. Hey. Eder. You can tank this guy. You're like the best tank in the whole game. You are impossible to kill. We're going to put you at... No, defender's good. Actually, let's turn that off. Can we turn this off? No? Okay. I mean, I guess it just says if he is engaging 3 targets, it's at the expense of deflection, but if he's not defending or engaging with 3 targets, then he's fine, I guess. My kids are smart, Goat. I like getting their input on things. We're in a recession. Yeah. I think so. I think that's accurate, YH. I think the government has an invested motivation to not call the economy a recession, even if it is. So, yeah. I think I'm with you on that. Yeah, Rite Aid sucks. If old people are looking for work, that's a bad thing. Definitely. You can disable this, says Dwatch. Yeah, in Canada, too. Canada doesn't want to admit they're in a recession either. Yeah, but I mean, Canada's not doing very well either, Drew. I think there's something bigger going on here than Trump, but Trump isn't helping. Government took your baby. Hate it when that happens. So, okay. So this is right-click for details. Right-click for details. No clicks. All right. Left-click doesn't do anything. Control-click? Control-click. Nope. I don't know. Durance, I need you to buff people and generally stay alive. I'm going to, like, send this dude over here because I'm afraid of him being around. I usually use her to mind control things, but I think all of these are, yeah, immune to charmed. Dominated. Right. So we can't just mind control everything here. It'd make the fight too easy. Boom, 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 boom. Blame Canada. Boom. Blame Canada. Boom, boom. Ooh. Shorter trade route, says YH, because of ice melting. Well, that's, you know, silver lining, I guess. And, wizard over here. You're going to shoot stuff real hard, man. It's going to be great. Also, maybe toss up Arcane Veil to, you know, absorb shots. I think we're good. I think we're going to start here and see what we go. Yes! Sorry. Let me move all the stuff. Always forget to do that. Move in the stuff. Move in the stuff. Important to track, but gotta move it for different games. Great. Wonderful. We can see faces and everything. And that pops up right there. I think that's good. So yeah, this is technically an RPG, but it's not turn-based RPG. It's a real-time RPG, which is chaotic as heck. Let's give it a shot. Ready, go. Okay, tanks are tanking. Durance got knocked down. Good stuff, Durance. I don't know where Grieving Mother's trying to go. Is Aloth getting smashed?
Aye?
Aloth, get over there, man.
Your thoughts must flow deeply.
Okay, so everyone's out.
What?
We'll give Durance some armor to everybody here. Okay, great. Armored up. Aloth needs that. He needs incredible deflection. For now, just shoot at... No, let's take down these guys first, I feel like. Let's try shooting those guys down. Did I get knocked on my butt? I appear to be knocked on my butt. I mean, that's a giant axe? Hammer? Hammer axe? One of the two. Yeah, real time with pause. It is. Alright. Durance has 400 spells. And I don't know. I don't use most of them, but here's a thing I can do. Oh, she's getting burned to death. Get her out of there. Aloth is dead.
Worth it.
Apparently Theos is problematic. Who knew?
What?
I sure didn't.
Artifact worth it.
So we are tanking. Aloth didn't get a single spell off before he died, which is not, you know,
Yes?
not great. This is our first attempt. Hey, dragon. Eat him. Theos is fighting Durance, everybody. Grieving Mother is down. What happened to me?
Let's go. Let's go.
Just keep tanking.
Following your...
Durance getting his butt kicked again. Perfect.
Moweth Pixie. A gift.
Like, I am honestly not sure we can even kill one of these things.
Navaru be
Your chest has been increased.
Yeah, man.
Artifact worth
Just
it. Raw.
smacked Eder right in the face.
Ulu then. Red Uli. Navaru beyond sea.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting. Why is the... Wait, what happened to my stream? I friggin' changed it. You're... No, you're right, Albran. It's a lie. What? Sorry. Really sorry. I don't know what happened there. I thought I changed the stream title and everything. Okay, now it's updated, Albran. Sorry for lying to you. Really didn't mean to do that at all. What's up, Max? This is how you play the game. Pause it every 5 seconds. You can. You can do it that way. You can also not do it that way. Okay. What if we all just... Bam. Go after Theos. Ready? Go. Like, ignore everything that's going on.
What?
Yes?
Ulu.
Okay, so he actually looks
Your
kind
thoughts
of
must flow
squishy.
deeply indeed.
She's got something here that... like reduces damage taken, and I'm trying. That's one pain block. I'm gonna pain block if we can. Durance is gonna friggin' Holy Radiance.
Ulikna. Navaru.
He appears to be kind of stuck. Why are you killing
Following your
Kana?
lead.
Kana didn't do anything to you at all. Okay, now we're standing in fire.
Artifact.
A gift if the air...
Pretty sure he heals himself. Aloth is down.
Yeah.
No real surprise on that one. Does this work?
Pain, yet I bleed.
The music sure died. Yeah, man. Eder's down. We've got a resurrection ability here, but I'm trying to figure out where it is. Yeah, I can tell that's you trying to hold back. YH, I hear it. Where is Aloth, anyway?
Ulu then. Navaru beyond Moweth Pixie.
Return to the priest.
Artifact worth and raw.
And then once again, the Chanter's the last one to die.
Rith Ulikna. Navaru beyond sea. Ulu then. Are that worth and wrong?
I think we took 2 health bars off of Theos there. That was good. Music certainly died there on us, didn't it? Let's see if we can get it back. Well, you know, I'm moderately annoyed. Like, I kind of feel like this is how Baldur's Gate 2 or 1 went for me. It's like the whole game, there are some challenging fights. There were definitely, you know, some bosses that were tough, but I could beat them. And then I got to the final boss, and it was like, nope, you can't win unless you have a very specific spec. And I was like, what? Why do I need a specific spec? Because you do. Because screw you. That's why it said. Oh, all right. You have so much hope, YH. Okay, you go back here and like you
Following your lead.
go back here. And you go over here.
Uru then.
All right. Now, what this means is the tanks will do the tanking.
What?
You go defense early.
Hey.
Yeah, you shoot. What the heck happened to me? I don't know. Took some damage already. Excellent. Pain block. The Falcon. Am I going to do Age of Empires? No, Max. You don't have to say my name, Max. I see your posts most of the time.
Yes?
The problem is that he's generally pretty darn healy.
See. Are that
And Falcon's down before we could do a lay on hands. Durance is
worth
just
and
getting
wrong?
smacked. Eder gets knocked down. Durance is dead. Like, we just died.
Get your blood!
Catch this. Lava root. Uru then. Moed Pixie Anna.
The music died. I guess I'm Googling. Dwatch is gone. Oh, that's encouraging. This post says, I came close to killing him once, but he recovered and wiped out my entire party. Nice. Craft every scroll and potion you can going into the fight. Enchant everything. Use everything you've got. Keep the constructs paralyzed, petrified, and stunned while you do it. So I has a spider. Let's spider. Someone
Hey.
else has and you has a spider.
What?
I don't think anybody else has a spider. Oh, she's got scrolls in there, I
Yes.
guess. I don't know if we have anything that paralyzes, though.
Let's go.
Try it again, you caitiffs!
What has happened to our secret?
Do we just burn him down? We burned him down. I think he just sent his soul into one of the constructs. That's what that animation looks like. It's a trick. Keep killing him.
That's not very helpful.
He's immune. Bull crap, he's immune. Also dying again. Kana died too. Awesome stuff.
That's not very helpful.
I need to reload so if we can get the sound back.
Griff Uligna! That's not very helpful.
Just like an adherent to go down fast.
That's mean.
Voice fall silent. At last.
I want to get the sound, this music back. It's not as exciting if the music's not running at all. Aloth's job is cast crowd control spells on Theos. Again, I don't know what crowd control spells I have, so let's give it a try. What's up, Ansem? Happy Monday. He's got floating daggers. That's exciting. No, we still don't have
Yes.
music? Seriously. Okay. Oh, we do. Aloth, what crowd control spells do you have? Spirit Shield, Wizard's Double, Binding Web, Combusting Wounds, Necrotic Lance, Rolling Flame. Drains the target's resolve, intellect, perception. Malignant Cloud. I guess we go there.
Hey.
Your thoughts must flow deeply indeed.
I don't know that she has any.
Following your lead.
Kana's down. Okay, so he's down, but so is Kana, and so is me. Endurance needs some help.
I fear we've lost the angry one.
We have, in fact,
Aye?
lost the angry one and our music, too.
We are one hero watching. They both slumber.
Yeah. I bring your end. Let's go.
It's the knocking that's really problematic here. What even killed Aloth? I don't even...
Hey.
do not understand what killed Aloth. These things are friggin' spellcasters. They do AoE smash damage that stun you and knock you down. And yeah, gotta get up or you die.
Hey.
Are you not even attacking the thing? I don't know if we can even kill one of these. Yeah, man, look at this AoE it's doing. And there's the bong. This sucks. This totally reminds me of Baldur's Gate. All right. Yeah, honestly, screw it. If I can turn this on easy, I'm going to do it. I'm not interested in a massive difficulty spike on the final boss. I'm really not. Is there any way... difficulty is area of effect highlighting. What are you talking about? I don't think I can turn it down from what it is. Hey, Max, you chanting Age of Empires in chat makes me not want to do Age of Empires. You understand that, right? Let's see if we can get some tips here. This is ridiculous. All right. Well, now you know, Max. Now you have learned a lesson. It says spam all the food consumables. Don't bunch everybody up. Run from the constructs. They explode when they die. That's good to know. Cleansing flame. The other problem here is that I can't... I mean, I can do consumables, I guess? What do you mean nobody casts Age of Empires anymore, Max? Are you sure nobody casts Age of Empires? I find that really questionable. A lot of people are giving suggestions to beat this fight. They're like, just use this weapon from the expansion. And I'm like, what? We can't put it there in combat. Okay, great. Fine.
What?
It's supposed to have a cleansing flame ability. Once again, Durance has so many spells. With any of this cleansing flame? Holy fire. It is interesting that he's working in direct opposition to what his goddess Mogren wants, but it works anyway. Like, why are his spells still working here? They even talk about it. They're like, hey, you're using Mogren's power, and he's like, yep, I'm going to use it to beat her. And it's like, how? Wait, what? Can't she take it away? Spells. It's a 6th level spell, they say. Hey, look, it's Cleansing Flame. And I've got this thing that temporarily snuffs out all the active beneficial effects on a single foe. So look, we do this. Did that just cancel what I was trying to do? Probably. There's the fire. What's up? Welcome back to watch. This is really ruining my opinion of this game. Again, it's like Baldur's Gate. I think it was 2. It was fun until the final boss fight was ridiculously harder than everything else in the game. The game was challenging. It was fun. You had fights that you could beat. Sometimes you died, and that was okay. But then the final boss fight's like, nope, not even close. You are not even close to being able to beat this. And it's like, but why? Why? Why is there a humongous difficulty spike on the final engagement? Why?
What?
Yes?
Your thoughts must flow deeply indeed.
Okay, let's go.
Yep, Olaf is down.
Enough of this.
What? Theos is known for moving a soul between different bodies. Yeah. Yep, that's exactly what's happening here, to watch.
Hey.
Kel Superes.
Yeah.
Wait.
Leave it to me. Hey.
Yeah. No good.
It's the knockdowns that really get me. Like, you don't know, you can't attack, you can't use any abilities, you just got knocked down. Okay, am I back up? Yes. Can I do something? No, you got knocked down again. Yeah, I tried turning the difficulty down. Cool stuff, Theos. Really awesome. Does that work on the fly? That's cool to watch. That is a fun fact, I guess. Unless you're like, hey, you should have bought this for free and you didn't. That's less fun that way. Difficulty changes will take effect on any map you have not yet visited.
Let's go. Let's go.
I took effect, because everybody's supposed to be dead at this point.
Hey.
So I guess that did work.
Mow it. Stand still.
What?
Yeah.
The Varubi.
Let's go.
Yeah, I think the easy did take effect here. Because I should be dead at this point. And it's not knocking me down every 2 seconds. They're just doing like regular damage. This is nice. Still feel like the difference between easy and like regular is way too crazy.
Let's go.
Like, this is almost too easy? But whatever. Difficulty levels are hard to manage, I suppose. You're trying to smack Durance? Trying to smack Durance, aren't you? Not okay. Stop doing that.
The Varubi on.
Like how Aloth still just gets murdered even on easy. Good stuff, Aloth. Really impressive.
Good.
Mow it. Ixiana.
Let's go.
Oh, there's the explosion I was supposed to be worried about. Hey, what's up, Nico? I know.
Let's go.
Nico's a funny guy, isn't he? He's very funny.
Mow it. Ixiana.
Hey, Aloth, can you, like, not be ridiculously embarrassing? Thanks, I appreciate that.
I shall deal with this one. That's not very helpful. Rith Uligna. That's not very helpful. Arthek Worth and Roth.
Immune to my cloud?
What?
That's so mean.
Mow it. Ixiana.
So I find it interesting too that the magic words Moeth Ixiana. It's always the same spell. Am I all mind controlled right now? Can anyone do anything, guys? Guys? No? Okay. We're all stunned and relatively... Are we back? We might be back. Sheesh. Totally back. Nope. Still not back. Still not back. Hey, don't kill Kana. Do not kill Kana.
Let's go.
Oh my gosh. Leave Kana alone.
Yeah. I bring Let's go.
Worth and wrath. Lava room beyond sea. Authentic. Worth and wrath.
Let's
And
go.
my guys back, please. Thanks. Appreciate it. Yeah. It's ridiculous. StarCraft 1 is Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, Nico. At your feet rests the body of Theos, hollow, the dense wrinkles shaped by the silent shouldering of an eternal burden now smoothed across his color-drained face. His soul remains still for a moment, defenseless, its energy expended in defeat. It lies sprawled across his body like a death
All
shroud.
those lifetimes spent to preserve a single vital secret. I can't imagine having that much certainty.
Okay. So I guess Khan is saying here that Theos' entire existence, every one of his lives, was focused on keeping the secret that the gods were created and not eternal. But also sometimes he sucks the souls out of babies to empower Boudica. He's also doing that. There's no body left. He got exploded with a crit. Yes, that's true, Goat.
That's the servant down and the mistress still to go. A good start, worthy of being built upon.
Durans?
Thousands of souls he has tortured. Would that he could live those sufferings 1,000 times himself.
Some point, you have to look at the things your god is telling you to do. Ask yourself if it's worth it. He spent his lives, more than any of us will ever know. For what? Binding the world to a lie. Could a man like that ever be redeemed?
Is this the starting area? No. Hey, Tree Mosher, what's up? If you want to see me play all of Pillars of Eternity, check out the Falcon Paladin Plays. It's out here. Got games, including The Pillars, there in the top left, if you want to start. Oh, it's jokes. Right. Some people come in and do ask that question, though. Explore his soul. With a deep breath, you plunge into Theos' soul, and where in Brackenbury it has been a maze of narrow corridors and dead ends, now it is expansive and borderless, its walls crumbling into heaps like the ruins of Engwith as you pass through them. You travel for what seems like ages, rushing to a known destination, a memory you glimpsed once before. At last you see it, no more than a pinprick of light at the end of a long tunnel, expanding slowly at first, and then quickly as you near. Right, thanks. You come out in the room you are standing in now, but it is new and pristine and filled with people, thousands of them, all turned towards the great Adra pillar and the machine that encases it. Theos stands at the machine, and you are one with him now. You look out at the crowd, at faces of shriveled old men and cherub-cheeked little girls, at mothers bouncing infants to quiet them, and fathers clasping their children's restless hands and watching you with somber acceptance. A woman with tears in her eyes gives you a small nod. I don't think you do, Dwatch. There you go. You turn back toward the machine, your breaths constricted beneath the weight of unwanted knowledge, preparing yourself to set out alone on a journey without end. You close your eyes and open them again to find the machine still in front of you, beckoning. You take your place in front of it and place your hands upon a large mechanical disc at the base of the great crystal column and speak a single word. Giant rings creak to life, building speed, setting arrays of carved draconic mouths aglow, and sending tremors through the platform beneath you. The entire room shakes now with the force of the accelerating machine, all sound drowned out by its deep, deafening thrum. Brilliant tendrils of light arc outward from the pillar in all directions, and you look over your shoulder to see them engulfing the crowd, burning them brightly like hot iron. One by one, the tendrils disappear, leaving ashen effigies where people once stood, many of them disintegrating into gray heaps under the stress of the tremors. You look above to the Adra pillar, and a glowing spherical mass has begun to coalesce atop the column where the Ares converge. It grows and pulses, translucent and bulbous, like some immense chrysalis suspended in slow rotation as though it were being spun from the arcs of light. When the last arc disappears, the spectral mass hangs a moment, no longer rotating, so bright you must shield your eyes with an outstretched hand, and it seems to you as though it is looking at you. You bow your head in acknowledgement and look back up to see it melt into the pillar like warm candle wax. The pillar flares with a flash of light, bright as the sun itself, then fades to darkness. The machine slows down to an abrupt halt, and when the last echo of its grinding cogs has passed, the chamber is still, and you are alone. From all sides, reality begins to bleed in through the memory, and you find yourself in your own skin once more, looking down at Theos's exploded body. You sense a listlessness in Theos's soul, an overwhelming fatigue that hinders its immediate escape and makes it vulnerable to manipulation. You feel as though your victory has given you some kind of hold over it, and you're able to do with it as you please. Do you want to return it to the cycle? Tear its soul apart? Banish his soul to Breath Ammon? I don't know what that is. Destroy all memories contained within? And tear his soul apart again. So, like, one is granting him peace by destroying his soul, and the other one is revenge for destroying his soul. Your memory of what you've done shall be your penance. Theos ix arcanon. There can be no forgiveness for your deeds, only justice. You will escape judgment no longer. Your memory makes you a slave to your own past. Perhaps it can't be undone, but it can be forgotten. It shall trouble neither of us any longer. Returning him to the cycle with his memory just means that he's going to do it again. Like, why is that an option? Let's kill him. Grant him peace.
An end to doubt and certainty alike.
That's right, Kana. You reach out for Theos' soul, and you can feel its frailty and defeat, its texture like a coarse and threadbare cloth on the brink of disintegration. You insinuate yourself between the threads, pushing the weaving apart, unraveling the stitching until it is bereft of structure, a formless heap bound together by nothing at all. In its midst, you dedicate your focus to a single idea, and the idea is shatter. You concentrate, and as you concentrate, you feel a force building within your soul, an outward pressure that strains against containment, threatening to rupture your spirit. When you can contain it no more, you transfer it into Theos' soul all at once and release it there, a detonation of will that expands in all directions, driving out the remnants of his essence, scattering it into nothingness. You can feel his presence no more. In the stillness that follows, a single word echoes through your mind, a word you spoke when you were one with Theos in an ancient memory. You realize it is the word that activates the machine. Am I turning into a dark Jedi? Schwunk, schwunk, schwunk. Everybody has words for me.
Theos, he had hold of your soul from a long time back, seems like. You get what you needed from him?
I got an answer to an old question.
Those can be hard to come by.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe that's best. Forces you to find your own footing. You'll be feeling better soon then. Good. That's real good. You got it figured out what you're going to do about all that?
I'm gonna do what the goddess asked me to do. Wasn't she supposed to imbue me with power? I thought I just... But... I don't know, man. Like, wasn't I supposed to be helped? Dwatch has no answers for me. All right, I did find out what I'm going to do.
A lot of people out there thinking they've been abandoned by their gods. There's not much that'll put the fear in you more than that. You can take my word for it. If it was in my power, and I know it's not, but if it was, I'd find a way to give them the courage to face it. Not because they think there's some god looking out for them, but because they've just got it in them. And after what you've been through, though, I'm sure you got your own ideas. Better make it good.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I got safe passage into this place, but Halea was like, I will bestow upon you the power of the gods such as no one's ever seen, and you will defeat Theos. And I was like, cool. But I guess it's like, I'll bestow upon you the power of the gods to fall to the bottom of a pit safely. It's just not as overwhelming. Yeah, and the souls is nice too. Durance!
Ah, the end of the road greets us at last. You fared well, Watcher. Better than any Watcher has right to. Seems you were afield in need of a flames cleansing.
Yep, that's me.
Would that my own trial had produced such an outcome. I had figured myself for the field all this time. But you were the field.
Yes, I
and
was.
I the darkness.
I think.
A lesson neither of Durance nor of Margaret. But with that trial's end, a new one begins. A god's trial. And I will stand in judgment without mercy.
Sounds good, Durance. No mercy.
We've come to the end of it, my friend. It has been an honor to walk this road with you, and I will regret our parting.
I mean, I don't know why you came with me at all, to be honest. Kana's like, I'm a historian. I want to find out things. Would you like to come with me and destroy an ancient evil, Kana? And he's like, sure. I will return, I think, to Rautai. The Deerwood can keep mysteries it still holds. I miss my people, my family. Perhaps in time, your own travels will take you further afield. If you should ever find that the sand beneath your feet is that of Takawa, seek me out, and you can tell me what other impossible things you have accomplished.
Theos may be gone, but his crimes, the wounds he has inflicted, remain.
She gets a soundtrack.
Yet before you lies an opportunity to heal, to restore. Only through the healing of families, repairing the bonds between parent and child, reforging the shattered links between generations, can the Deerwood be knit whole once more.
Again, I promised Halea I would do that, so I can't go back on it now. She'll be super mad.
People will long remember the legacy. Let them also remember the healing that followed.
Farewell, grieving mother. Aloth!
Astounding. I always knew the Leaden Key stood for something big, but I didn't quite realize what I'd gotten myself into. And now, you're in the middle of something even bigger. With a decision that will affect millions.
Sure will, Matt Mercer.
But even if you send the souls somewhere specific now, who knows what the next turn of the wheel will make of them? We can't really control what happens to them. Nor should we try. I had to see the monster Theos had become to realize that.
Maybe so.
It's your decision, of course. And whatever you decide, I'm glad our paths crossed in Gilded Vale.
I really don't feel like we solved your problem. Is he level 12? No, he goes to 11. Oh, look at all these spells he gets. Chain Lightning sounds great. Chain Lightning and a Ring of Death. Wonderful. Also some level 2 spells for some reason. I think I already had... Oh, upgrading Necrotic Lance? Sure. Done! It's a bonus to the Raptors.
Sure.
Wow. The machine. The machine resonates with the energy of thousands of souls. Standing near it makes your head spin. Oh. Click on a thing. With your companions bearing witness, you step up to the place where Theos once stood before his people long ago. The great machine lies in front of you, idle and ready. You have seen this machine and others like it in operation. You understand how it works. It's a device for directing souls. As a watcher, it would be a simple matter to influence that direction, though as big as the machine is, it may be the last thing you ever do. Activating the machine! There is a shrieking of stone grinding against stone as old cogs loosen and begin to turn. You have only moments before the souls will be sent into the Adra vein. This will be your only chance at redirecting them. Return the souls to the bodies they were intended for. That is what Helea made me promise to do. And I have qualms about this. But also, I don't know about the other options, so we're doing it. You close your eyes and expand your perception outward, taking in the immense totality of the tens of thousands of souls orbiting the chamber. Your grasp on the souls is tenuous. You find yourself fighting to keep them all within your influence, and you can feel them slipping away from you as the machine gains speed. A brief moment... Oh, I won. Brief moment comes when it feels as though you hold all of them at once, and their force is so great it feels as though they will tear you apart. In that moment, you dedicate your entire being to bending their orbit, channeling their flow in a new direction.
At your command, the ancient device became your instrument, spinning to life with deafening resonance and gathering up the swirling essence like thread on a great spindle. There, in the pale, pulsing glow of the machine that set you on this path long ago, you summoned all your strength, focusing on your objective and blocking out all else. With a single concussive blast that rocked the chamber and sent you tumbling to the ground, you freed the souls from their stasis.
Hooray!
Exhausted, your consciousness slipping away, your last sight was of the machine, dark and dormant. Then your eyes closed, and sleep welcomed you at long last. After coming to and searching for some time, you discovered the route Theos used to enter Sun and Shadow, and embarked on a long and arduous ascent back to the surface. You emerged in Ter Evron after days of tunneling through the rubble Theos had left behind, and when you stepped into the daylight, you were faced with a different Deerwood than the one you had left.
Ho, ho, ho.
At your direction, the souls diverted by Theos were guided back to the vessels originally meant for them. For the first time, parents of hollow-born children woke to the cries of their infants and looked into their eyes to see them staring back. People fell to their knees where they stood, thanking Helia or Mogren, or even Aethys for their forgiveness of whatever guilt they felt they bore. But for all the relief that had come to some parents, others only found new grief. For many thousands of Hollowborn had died during Wide One's legacy, many by their parents' own hands. For those children, there would be no...
Oh, we don't get a baby zombie
Yet the
apocalypse.
last
That's
hollow
good.
birth was in the past now, and those parents willing to risk trying for a new child were frequently rewarded, often with twins.
Oh.
Many felt they saw Helia's hand in it, and the year would be remembered as the year of Helia's splendor.
Yay, Helia's happy.
Though you had killed Lord Radric in his throne room, so strong was his drive to rid his land of Eothasians that he returned to life as a death guard.
Oh,
A
right.
deathless crusader for his brutal cause.
I forgot.
With the remains of his humanity stripped away, Radric came to see all the people of Gilded Vale as worshippers of Aethys.
Oops.
And one day, he led his forces into the village personally to see them all purged from his lands. Gilded Vale was left a hollow shell, its buildings ruined, and its people slaughtered.
I was supposed to deal with
Even
that. I
travelers and
totally
would-be
forgot.
squatters knew better than to take refuge inside its borders. Lord Radric returned to Radric's Hold, where he remained, keeping eternal watch over his barren domain.
How?
Following the assassinations of Duke Avar Wolfgren and Lady Webb, Defiance Bay was thrown into political upheaval. In the ensuing weeks, the streets had become the domain of looters and blackguards. Few dared to step outside their own doors alone or unarmed. But order was soon re-established by the Knights of the Crucible, who, despite their depleted numbers, had gained favor in the public eye for their role in the unraveling of the conspiracy surrounding Wide One's legacy, and were quickly reinforced by returning forces from Fleetbreaker Castle.
Hooray!
For the knights, their resurgence marked a return to the tradition as well. Having seen firsthand the dangers presented by dabblers in animancy, the Order quickly abolished the practice internally, preferring the familiarity of their hammers and forges to the uncertainties of Essence and Adra. Their identity rediscovered, the knights suppressed their political aspirations and began once again to train their recruits in the art of blacksmithing, recapturing the post-revolutionary ideals of Deerwood and regaining the respect of its citizens as a result.
Good job, guys.
Though the machine atop Ter Noaneth had been disabled, it had not seen its last use. Heritage Hill was rebuilt, and no sooner had the first families moved in to resettle the district than members of the Leaden Key, acting under standing orders from their Grand Master,
Dude!
climbed the tower and reactivated the machine.
Dude!
The initiates slew a handful of the new settlers under cover of night and watched as history repeated itself, the victims reanimating and devouring the survivors.
How?
After this second incident, the district would remain abandoned.
I did so much work.
The Duke's assassination at the apparent hands of an animancer had caused catastrophic rioting in the streets of Defiance Bay,
Yep.
and few animancers survived the first day. Many Deerwoodans took the end of Widewind's legacy as a sign, both that the gods did not approve of animancy, and that the purging of animancers in Defiance Bay had been enough to satisfy them. In time, their rage would subside, and a number of surviving animancers remained in and around Defiance Bay, often taking to the wilds to practice their science without
He is
repercussions.
Allbrand. He is.
The town of Deerford had seen the last of the cult of Scan. Dark rumors about the town's many curses quickly faded, and travelers soon returned. The fortress of Cadnua emerged as a bastion of security in the midst of an untamed land, becoming the envy of every Thane and Earl in Deerwood.
Yay!
Legend grew over time of its impregnability, and stories of formidable invaders easily scattered by the keep's defenses became popular around the hearths of Deerwoodinians.
At least that's good.
Likewise, it also became a beacon to travelers, merchants, and visiting dignitaries alike. Reputed as the finest fortress in all Deerwood, people would journey from near and distant lands alike to experience its fabled hospitality and grandeur. Palagina had gone against the Duke's Bell's orders by inventing a new trade arrangement with the Anamenfath
She
to
did.
accommodate the recovering Deerwooden market. With the Deerwood's people still weakened by Widewind's legacy, the Valian republics easily pushed their would-be competitors out of the market. For her outrageous insubordination and audacity, Palagina was banished from the republics.
That's fair.
She traveled north in the Eastern Reach, avoiding Valian ports and entering the ranks of the kind wayfarers. Despite her bravery and dedication to those in her care, her strange appearance made her feel like an outsider wherever she went.
Oh, that sucks.
Adair chose not to return home to Gilded Vale.
Good.
Still most comfortable far
He
from
would have
cities,
died.
He settled in Deerford, which, like many towns in the Deerwood, was beginning the slow process of rebuilding. Believing now that it was the obligation of Kith to be the leaders their gods had not, Adair was soon named mayor of the town, and under his
Yay.
guidance, Deerford soon began to prosper. He expelled the last of the Scanites from the area and drew new settlers with the offer of land, a trick he had learned from someone he otherwise preferred to forget. With each passing day, Deerford would come to more closely resemble the Gilded Vale of Adair's childhood, the one worthy of its name. When the dust settled in sun and shadow, Aloth looked upon the remains of Theos Ixarchanon, his former master. He saw where the Grand Master had gone wrong and what would be required to undo the harm Theos had wrought.
What's up, Orty?
With a flick of his wrist, he burned Theos's robe, headdress, and every other symbol of the man's power. Never again, he vowed, should Kith live in fear and blind obedience to an authority they did not understand. Armed with the knowledge and courage he had gained on his journeys with the Watcher, he set out on the long and lonely task of dismantling the Leaden Key. After all that he had learned in the Watcher's company, Kanarua could no longer see meaning in his pursuit of the Tanvi Oratoa. He decided to leave what remained of it within the depths of the Endless Paths and return home.
We never did that
Kana
either.
bid the Watcher farewell and sailed back to Rawatai, spending the tempestuous journey reflecting on the time he had lost to the pursuit of falsehoods. His family found Kana much changed, his fiery excitement replaced with a weary solemnity.
We mostly won
Determined
gallons.
to change his wandering ways, Kana took up a quiet life as a lorekeeper at the college, teaching young students the traditions of their people. With Theos defeated and the souls released from Sun and Shadow, healthy children were born once again in the Deerwood. The grieving mother sought a place where she might do penance for the birthing bell. She returned to Deerford, where, to the astonishment of the villagers, she delivered the first healthy child in over a decade. She remained there, and with each new birth, she saw a measure of hope restored to the Deerwood, and a measure of grace for her own troubled past. Durrance used Mogren's strength only until Theos had been cast from the world, and then swore off her influence entirely. Regret came to weigh heavily on his mind, and a man who had never previously lacked for words or opinions came to embrace silence and contemplation. He continued to wander, penniless and destitute, searching now not for the reason for his goddess's silence, but for a mechanism for revenge. The charred robes he continued to wear as a reminder that he had been burned by his goddess, and not just by the flames of the Godhammer. Sagani experienced the 4 months of her journey
It's
back
supposed to be
Masuk
crazy, Goat.
in vivid
A little bit.
colors. She strove to memorize every moment of her final trip through the Deerwood, Glonfoth, the Valian Republics, and beyond, preparing to tell her village of what she had seen on her long journey. All of Masuk shared in her triumph, and she felt her pride and elation magnified by the joy of her village. Never again did she doubt the value of her sacrifices. After decades as a long hunter, Sagani finally became one of Masuk's most respected elders. She guided her community with wise counsel, and a generation after she finally passed, another huntress journeyed into the world to find her soul.
That's cool.
For you, the death of Theos brought an end to your waking visions, and a silence to the whispers of the past. In their absence, you were able to sleep.
Hooray!
The questions of a distant lifetime ceased to trouble your soul. All that remained was what to make of the answer. But at the moment, there was little to be done, and the matter would have to wait. A long journey loomed ahead.
Foreshadowing. It's a hook for the next story. Yeah, I forgot about the Endless Paths, and I forgot that Redrick had come back after I beat him the first time. That's a bummer. Is it satisfying to beat this game? I'm still annoyed. There's a giant difficulty spike on the final boss. I'm not saying the final boss shouldn't be harder than everything before it. It should be. It should be the climax. It should be the hardest part of the game. But it shouldn't be so hard compared to everything else that it's, like, noticeably difficult. Like, insanely difficult. Like, okay, haven't really had to use food buffs or scrolls or anything before this point, and now you got to use all that stuff. And you got to do a specific debuffs and specific stuff and do it this way, and I just don't care. That's also annoying that easy is like boringly easy and medium is crazy hard. Like, that's stupid. Easy can be boringly easy, but the next step up should not be insanely difficult. Like, I wonder what that final boss fight is like on the next two levels of difficulty in this game, because what? Also, game feels a little short. It just feels a little bit like, you know, you've got the Gilded Veil, you've got Defiance Bay, you've got the Deerwood, and then you've got the final city. I'm like, that's pretty much it. Like, there's 4 levels here. They have QA testers on this game, huh? So I don't know. Like, for a Kickstarter game, I think it's good. It feels like it could be deeper. It feels like it could have more stuff going for it, but I don't know. Is expecting more unfair is what I'm wondering. I don't feel like it is. I think I could expect more. To watch wants me to watch the game intro to the sequel. What's that called again? White March? I get the credits for the White March team? Do I own White March? I might own White March. I don't know. Let's see what we got. We've done special thanks like 7 times already. What do we keep running through different QA teams and different developers? And more Kickstarters. I said this a bunch of times during the playthrough, but I wish the Kickstarter NPCs were more visually marked as Kickstarter NPCs. Like, sometimes you can look at their name and know they're an NPC. They're a Kickstarter. And again, not every NPC. They don't really have stories. I don't know how to explain it, but it's just annoying to be like, is this someone who has a quest for me? And then click on it, and it's a Kickstarter. And it's like, okay, well. Deadfire. Got it. Holy crap, there's a lot of Kickstarters. Good job, guys. Hand clap. I imagine most of them are pretty happy with it. They're pretty happy with the game they got. Path of Exile 2. Deadfire. Da 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 da. And there it is. Okay. All right. Let's watch the trailer for the second game. PoE 2, Deadfire. Builds, guides, trailer. Gameplay trailer. Launch trailer on GOG? I think that's it.
Rated M for mature.
Oh, opening cinematic. Oh. Fighting in an inn? That's definitely a loth, isn't it? Ooh, a colossus of some kind. That's exciting. Kill the barman for the XP. Opening cinematic. It's a direct sequel to 2015's Pillars of Eternity from Obsidian. That's another thing. I honestly kind of prefer turn-based. I don't think I like real-time with pause. Like Baldur's Gate, turn-based worked fine for me. It's less chaotic. I like knowing what the enemies are doing instead of just being like, I don't know. They're hitting me and they're casting spells. I don't know what they're doing. Whereas in turn-based, you know what they're doing. You can keep track of everything. It's nicer that way.
Aora, a world where mortals live, die, and are reborn through the turning of the wheel.
Yes.
The
Yora.
cycle of reincarnation watched over by the gods.
The fate
and
gods.
made possible through pillars of a mystical substance known as
The Ingwithans created reincarnation?
5 years
What the
ago,
hell? Why did
you
they do
traveled
that?
From your home to the Deerwood. A nation that had waged war against the incarnated god of light, Aethys, resulting in his destruction. The country suffered
Yes,
from a
yes,
plague
we know
of
all
hollow
this.
bone, infants born without souls, that many believed was punishment for killing a god. In an ancient, secluded ruin, you witnessed a secret ritual that inadvertently transformed you into a watcher. One who can see and speak with souls. The ritual also gave you horrible visions, waking nightmares of a past life that threatened your sanity. To put them to rest, you pursued the man who had led the ritual, a seemingly immortal agent of the gods.
Right. Theos.
Known as Theos Ix Arcanon.
I'm fast forwarding
With
this.
divine
We already
assistance,
played the game.
that the ancient Adnua built atop a massive statue of pure Audra, where you ruled in relative
The
peace.
Ingwithans had turned themselves into gods? That's a little different than what I picked up in the first game. I thought they created the gods. They became the gods? That is different. What's up, little fish boy?
Made a nice story. You fixing up that old keep? Lifting the curse?
Certainly did, Eder.
Must have told it 100 times. But something got to gnawing at me. Thinking the spirits there weren't really at rest. That maybe the gods weren't finished with us.
They're purple now.
I used to dream that when my god came back, he would forgive us.
Wait, giant statue comes out of the ground at Cade Nua?
Sooner or later, we all have to wake up.
This seems pretty bad. My soldiers got squished. And maybe their souls got taken from them. I don't know.
And so you wake to a sleepless world, the in-between of life and death. Follow your memories. You have been here before.
Steelers strike first. The monster destroys Cade Nua?
Seen past the shroud. You are a watcher now.
Boo.
Watcher, you will stay.
That is what that lady said.
A watcher sees souls, knows their pasts.
It's
and
Mag or whatever his name was. Yes, yes, yes. He went crazy. Tried to kill us. It wasn't
A
cool.
dubious honor, inheriting a fortress both broken and cursed.
Yes. Thank you, lady, who is the keep. You're kind of cool, I guess.
What is a god? A higher power? A rewarder of good deeds and punisher of the wicked?
Good question, Theos.
The gods aren't real, but something else entirely. Something created by people.
Hey, my sister from my past life. Whatever your name is.
And did you ever consider that these were things you were never meant to understand? That their comprehension is beyond you?
Let the world see. Let them decide what to do.
The wheel has turned again, Watcher. Come.
An aged dwarf shares this strange floating platform with you. His face is creased by so many wrinkles that his features lie buried amid shadowy pockets of skin. Still, the dwarf's well-practiced habits have left telltale tracks of a welcoming rictus across his visage. You can see his smile coming before it blooms, reshaping the dwarf's face from a hanging sack of flesh into something resembling an oddly carved, merry gourd, replete with unhealthy bumps and discolored splotches.
So Aothas took an Adra statue that was underneath Caed Nua and went for a walk. They explain what the gods are at all? Doesn't seem like they want to, and I don't know. I can't really blame them, I guess.
Sit. Please.
YouTube Premium is ad-free YouTube, and the YouTube...
All right. Thanks, ads. All right. Interesting. I mean, yeah, if I ever do go back to Pillars of Eternity 2, I'm definitely going to go turn-based with it, because that's what I did with Baldur's Gate 3. That's what I did with Rogue Trader. That's it. That's it. Yeah. Then you meet Barath. In both versions of what? Both versions of the game? And then you make a new character. Right, that makes sense. All right, let's wrap it up. We're going to be doing Outer Wilds starting tomorrow, about the same time here. So, sounds fan-friggin-tastic. Let's go hit up Ozzy. Good deal. All right, J-Talks. Yeah, you guys all have a good night. Outer Wilds tomorrow. Goat. You can thank Goat for that if you're like, ooh, Falcon's playing Outer Wilds. Yep, that's because Goat said you should play it and convinced me to do it. So, and the both versions of Barath. Gods have two versions. Oh, well, that's complicated. All right, good. Okay, thanks everyone. Thanks for being here. That's the end of Pillars of Eternity 1. Might come back with 2 someday, but not now. Appreciate the assistance from Dwatch especially. Barath owns a Pale Knight woman and a Librarian Dwarf. Good stuff, Barath. Okay, see you tomorrow. Catch you later, and bye.